class, we will discuss the 5 areas that deserve the attention of anyone considering working in an accounting profession. Number 1, independence and objectivity. Ethics and independence go hand in hand in the accounting profession. A typical component of trust is making unbiased decision and recommendation that benefits the client. To remain objective and independent, it is also necessary to ensure that recommendations are not subject to outside influence. Second one, integrity. Integrity means straightforward and honest in all business and professional relationships. Upholding integrity requires that accountants do not associate themselves with information that they suspect is materially false or misleading, or that misleads by omission. Third one, confidentiality. Disclosure of financial information or revealing the disposition of a potential merger by an accounting professional without express permission violates the trust that is foundation of a professional relationship, unless there is a legal or professional reason to do so. Professional competence. As technology, legislation, and best practice change, a professional accountant must remain up to date. To exercise sound judgment, an accountant must stay abreast of developments that could affect a decision outcome. Practicing due care means recognizing your skill level and not suggesting that you have expertise in an area where you do not. Consulting with other professionals is a standard practice that helps to bond a network of individual and generate respect. Similar guidelines also apply to accounting professionals who supervise others. These accountants must ensure that the subordinates receive proper training and guidance as they carry out their responsibilities. The last one, the professional behavior. Ethics requires accounting professionals to comply with the laws and regulations that govern their jurisdictions and their bodies of work. Avoiding actions that could negatively affect the reputation of the professional is a reasonable commitment that business partners and others should expect. Now we'll discuss the values and attitudes for professional accountants. Here we discuss IUS, the 5 fundamental principles of ethics. Then we'll discuss legal framework, regulation, and standards for business. Values and attitudes for professional accountants. We'll discuss international educational standards, IES. 4 prescribes the professional values, ethics, and attitudes that professional accountants should acquire during the education program leading to qualification. Professional values, ethics, and attitudes are defined as the behavior and characteristics that identify professional accountants as members of profession. This includes the ethical principles generally associated with and considered essential is defining the distinctive characteristics of professional behavior. In order to make sound ethical judgment that will form the basis of robust business information, an accountant needs to have a professional attitude which displays professional attributes. Subscribing and internalizing professional values is at the heart of ethical decision making in accounting. There are 5 fundamental principles of ethics for professional accountants: integrity, objectivity, professional competence and due care, confidentiality, professional behavior. Number 1, integrity. To be straightforward and honest in all professional and business relationships. Objectivity. not to compromise professional or business judgments because of bias, conflict of interest, or undue influence of others. Third one, professional competence and due care. To attain and maintain professional knowledge and skill at the level of required to ensure that a client or employing organization receives competent professional services based on current technical and professional standards and relevant legislation. Second one, act diligently and in accordance with applicable technical and professional standards. Number four, confidentiality, to respect the confidentiality of information acquired as a result of professional and business relationship. Fifth one, professional behavior, to comply with the relevant laws and regulation and avoid any conduct that the professional accountant knows or should know might discredit the profession. Now we will discuss the legal framework, regulation and standards for business. Legal framework, regulation and standards for business. The combination of legal framework, regulations, regulations, guidelines and standards for business provide guidance on a whole range of behaviors. They exist for individual and collective bodies to adhere to and are a means of engendering public confidence in the profession, as well as making it beneficial in economic and social terms. These standards are administered through and by regulatory bodies and the accountancy profession. Legal framework comprises a set of documents that includes constitution, legislation, regulation, and contracts. Constitution. A constitution establishes the basic structure of government and the rights and responsibilities of citizens. It reigns supreme over all other legal instruments in a country. Policy and legislation. National policies and laws should provide a coherent set of strategies and rules to govern behavior in the sectors. Policies to define a core set of principles and goals that will underpin all other rules and activities. Legislation is the legally binding set of rules that govern the vision established in a policy. Regulation, the last one, regulation are usually the implementing rules created by an executive body of government To make legislation practical, they are most often tied to law but provide significantly more detail. End of chapter 1. In chapter 1, we told that what is ethics. We discuss about ethics, how to approach the approaches to ethics, categories of the approaches to ethics, where do ethics come from, and the most important importance of ethics in our organization, the importance of ethics in business, the importance of ethics for professional accountant জন্য কি ethics থাকে ওগুলো. There are five importance of ethics for five areas that deserves attention for the accountant. These are independent objectivity, integrity, confidentiality, professional competence, and the last one, professional behavior. Then we also taught values and attitude for professional accountants. There are five fundamental principles of ethics. Five fundamentals: integrity, objectivity, professional competence, and duty. Fourth one, confidentiality, and the last one, professional behavior. Then we also taught the legal framework, regulation, and standards for business. In this, we taught constitution, policy, and legislation. Constitution, policy, and legislation, and the last one is regulation. This is our chapter 1.